Andres Escobar was the greatest defender of Colombia in the 1994 World Cup in the United States. On June 22, 1994, Colombia faced the United States in a group stage match that carried significant pressure because they had already lost their first match and were close to elimination. During the game, the United States led 1-0 midway through the first half. A cross was delivered from the American right wing. Escobar moved into position to block the pass, but the ball deflected off of his foot. Instead of clearing, the deflection sent the ball past his own goalkeeper and into the net. Escobar dropped to his knees and held his head, aware of the mistake. Colombia eventually lost the match and was eliminated in the group stage. Many spectators believed that there was an external interference on the pitch in this situation. 10 days later, on July 2nd of 1994, Escobar returned to Medellin and visited a local bar. After leaving the store, he went towards his car in the parking lot. There, he encountered a group of men who confronted him with the World Cup incident. Before anyone could react, multiple gunshots were fired at close range, striking Escobar in the chest and back. He stumbled, collapsing onto the wet pavement. Witnesses called for assistance, and emergency services arrived, but he did not survive his injuries. Authorities later arrested Humberto Munoz Castro, who was in his 26s at the time. During the interrogation, he confessed that the attack had been carried out as a revenge for Escobar's own goal against the United States. He was subsequently sentenced to 43 years in prison, later reduced to 26 years for good behavior. Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff is widely regarded as one of the greatest footballers in history in the 1970s, a player whose influence reshaped the sport with the total football ideal. He transformed Ajax into a European powerhouse, won multiple Ballon d'Or awards, and later elevated Barcelona both as player and a manager. Despite his elite athleticism, Cruyff struggled with a long-term smoking addiction. The habit caused serious health problems later in life. In October of 2015, Cruyff was diagnosed with lung cancer. The announcement led to a surprise across the world of football. Since then, in the Netherlands, matches have included a round of applause in the 14th minute, his iconic shirt number. At the Camp Nou, ahead of a league match against Eibar on the 25th of October, Barcelona players wore orange shirts reading Animus Johan, offering public support. By February of 2016, Cruyff stated that chemotherapy was having a positive effect and was winning his battle. On the 2nd of March, he appeared at a winter testing at the Circuit de Catalunya and visited Dutch Formula One racer Max Verstappen. It was believed to be his final public appearance. On the 24th of March 2016, his cancer had metastasized to his brain, causing loss of speech and mobility. Cruyff died at age 68 in a Barcelona clinic. He was cremated in a private family ceremony. Tributes followed worldwide, with thousands visiting his memorial Camp Nou. The Netherlands later honored him by minting commemorative coins bearing his image, marking his national legacy. Ferenc Puskás. Ferenc Puskás is widely regarded as one of the greatest footballers in history, a key figure of Hungary's golden team of the early 1950s, and a central star for Real Madrid. He was one of the most productive forwards in the world, scoring consistently for both club and country. At Real Madrid, he became part of a new era of dominance, forming a prolific partnership with Alfredo Di Stefano. Puskás scored 242 goals in 262 appearances for the club and played in multiple European Cup finals, including the 1960 final with 4 goals. After retiring from playing, Puskás transitioned into coaching at the Hungarian national team. In 2000, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and he spent many years under the care of his family and doctors at home. But by September 2006, Puskás' condition had worsened, and he was transferred to the sports hospital in Budapest. Doctors found that he had developed pneumonia, a common complication in late-stage Alzheimer's patients. Despite receiving antibiotics and continuous medical supervision, his 79-year-old body could no longer fight back. On November 17, 2006, Ferenc Puskás took his final breath at the hospital. The Hungarian government organized a state funeral, and thousands gathered at the Puskás-Ferenc Stadium. His name later became associated with the FIFA Puskás Award and created to honor the best goal of the year. Eusebio. His name later became associated with the FIFA Puskás Award and created to honor the best goal of the year.